Everyone's been following Stephen A. Smith, all right, and the things he's been saying, and then the backlash he got for saying it, right? Roland Martin needs to come out and clarify to us, the lies apparently that Stephen A. Smith is saying, because what he's saying is not true about Trump. When what Stephen A. Smith is actually saying is 100% factual. Okay, so we're going to fact check Roland Martin on his little latest video here. And by the way, his comments, the people have such disgusting things to say about conservatives, about anybody who speaks out against him. It's just absolutely crazy. Guys, go and read these comments under Roland Martin's show if you feel like being disgusted. But I wanted to jump right into this, and I wanted to react to Roland Martin talking about Stephen A. Smith lying about Trump here.
Today, here I am. I'm moving, and I'm moving to a new house and unpacking and packing, and lots of it's happening. So I'm looking at social media. And all of a sudden, I see people acting a fool, losing their mind, talking about some comments Stephen A. Smith made on Sean Hannity's show. And I see this 30 or 40-second clip that was posted. And anytime I hear some comments, what I like to do is I always like to say, what actually precipitated the comment? What set the comment up? What was the question? What was it? And so I want to walk through right now this whole segment, because even when I saw it at home, there were some problems that I had with it from a factual standpoint. So,
of course, Roland Martin has some problems with what Stephen A. Smith is saying, because Stephen A. Smith is telling the truth. All right, he had the gall and the guts to come out and actually say what was going on in the Democrat Party. And Roland Martin can't stand that. He's one of the ones that's going to be attacking Stephen A. Smith. They send him out like the bulldog to come and attack whoever comes on social media and goes against a Democrat if you're a liberal,
roll it.
All right. Now, last night we showed you a clip from my next guest who has a message for the Democratic Party. Here's a reminder.
It's much ado about nothing. To my liberal friends out there, all you're doing is showing that you're scared you can't beat them on the issues and the merits.
Let's talk about that for just a second. So, very clearly, Stephen A. Smith understands that this is a show trial that they're putting Trump through, okay? They can't beat Trump on the issues. What issues is he talking about, okay? I think that we need to unpack that a little bit. What issues is Stephen A. Smith talking about that Biden can't beat Trump on? How about open borders? We all know that Trump wants to build a wall. He wants to close the borders. Why does Trump want to close the borders? Let me guess. There could be anyone coming into the country. How fast can we verify people? How fast can we find out who these people are before millions of them come in? Not very fast at all. Have you filed your taxes to see how fast the IRS works or the United States government works at anything? They're very slow. So the influx of migrants coming in is truly overwhelming to everyone in the United States of America. If you got a small business, you're going to suffer. If you got a big business, you're going to suffer. Unless you are a liberal and you want to hire illegals, you're going to suffer. Okay, that's one thing. What else can't Biden beat Trump on? What other issues can't Biden beat Trump on? Let me think. How about the crime rate? How about the drugs coming into the country? Okay. The crime rate has skyrocketed under Joe Biden. There seems to be lawlessness everywhere. Literally. Businesses are closing down because of the crime crisis. I remember when Trump was in office, we didn't have these problems. We didn't have them. Okay. I remember Trump wanting to send National Guards into Chicago, one of the worst cities on planet Earth. Okay. As far as the crime. I remember when Trump wanted to do that and got called racist for doing that. Okay. I believe, and I know to be true, that Trump believes in law and order, and he will do what he says he's going to do. Okay. Now let's talk about another issue that is the most powerful issue, one of the most powerful issues that are going to be coming up in the 2024 presidential election. And that, my friend, is inflation. Yes, inflation is so high right now that people literally have to decide whether they can have gas or food, whether they can pay their rent or buy more food so that they can live. This is not a great economy. As a matter of fact, it's an absolutely horrible economy. Okay. If you're a big business owner, you know that. If you're a small business owner, you know that. If you're a wealthy person, you know that. If you're a poor person, you know that. Everybody knows that. So the delusion comes in when people who look like me and people who look like Sean Hannity are divided by the look of our skin color. Okay. That's what this is about. This isn't about economics. It's not about border walls. Roland Martin cares nothing about none of that. Really. He really doesn't. He's moving into a new house. He's doing great. Wonderful. Okay. The only issues that the liberals have is that white people are bad and you're not supposed to be talking to them. Okay.
Here now with more. ESPN host, the one, the only, he hates to admit he's a friend of mine. You can admit it. Just say it. My friend Stephen A. Smith is here.
Of course we're friends,
man. Anyway, great to have you. I thought that was gutsy. I kind of like your podcast.
Just one quick thing. You see this right here? You see Stephen A. Smith and Sean Hannity on a show together, talking about issues, getting along, making sense out of things. This is what real men are supposed to be doing, regardless of what skin color you are, regardless of how butthurt you're about slavery, regardless of anything else. This is what real men are supposed to be doing. This is what the globalists don't want. Okay. They fear the most of men looking like Stephen A. Smith and men looking like Sean Hannity getting together to have a conversation. Roland Martin is a pawn on the chessboard. He's just being used to go out and attack anyone against the narrative that the globalists have set because they want to divide and conquer. Bottom line.
Because you go off into, other topics besides the area of expertise that you're in, which is sports. You said that. First, the question I have is, what was the reaction to that?
Obviously, I took a lot of heat. A lot of people didn't like the fact that I said it. They wish that I had it. And when I give a damn, I'll let you know. I don't care. I'm going to speak my mind. I'm going to speak what I believe to be true. And when I think about Donald Trump, I think about this case in New York. I mean, I'm looking at the Democrats right now. And again.
And if Stephen A. Smith, what he just now said about not giving a damn, if I could get this message to Stephen A. Smith, this is what I would tell him. Stephen A. Smith, you don't give a damn. That is great that you don't give a damn. Please keep not giving a damn what these people say or think about you, no matter how much money they're paying you. Please stop giving a damn. All right. The problem that we have right now is that people are paid, all right, to give a damn. All right. All right. No, stop giving a damn about what these people think or say about you. They'll come out and attack you and cancel you over you having a difference of opinion, and your opinion actually happens to be the right opinion. Okay. In my opinion, your opinion is correct. Okay. It makes more sense than Roland Martin's opinion that we're going to hear here and the so-called logic that he's going to make against Trump and his court cases. Okay. These people have nothing to hang on. So they have to get ratings. And the only way to do that is by fear and fear alone. They have to fear, anger. These are how they work. The devil works this way: fear, Anger, manipulation, lies. They all go together. Okay, they need you to be angry at Stephen A. Smith. They need you to be angry at Sean Hannity. And Sean Hannity's not angry at Roland Martin. Stephen A. Smith, he probably wouldn't be angry at Roland Martin for voicing his opinion. But these people on the left, as much as they try to hold it together, they're angry at white people. They're angry at anybody who disagrees. It doesn't matter, actually. If you don't agree, okay, that the black skin color is more superior and it should be higher than any other skin color, then to them that you're wrong. That is the way to go to hell, okay?
And primarily, I have voted Democrat throughout my life, but I'm utterly disgusted with what I'm seeing because it seems to me that they're trying to use the law and the courts. They've clearly politicized this thing with Donald Trump because they can't come up with a strategy to offset the momentum he's clearly gained. In at least 5 polls, he's up. He's up in the polls over Biden, in at least 5 polls that I counted. That's the reality of the situation. Despite the counts against them, the indictments against them, being impeached twice and all of this other stuff, he is the presumptive GOP nominee, and you don't seem to have the issues in your favor, you believe. So because of that, you're going to manipulate the system as best as you possibly can to avoid him possibly running for re-election again. That appears to be their strategy, but I'm here to tell you, it's not working. It's not working at all, and to be quite honest with you, I don't mind the fact that it's not working, because I might not be a supporter of Donald Trump, but I want him to lose the right way. I want him to lose because you have better ideas, and you make your case to the American people better than he does.
Where did he lie? He didn't. He's telling you the truth. Don't you want to win the game fairly? Now, Joe Biden had already came out and said that he's doing this. Okay, they got him on a couple clips.
In a sense, I don't know why we're surprised by Trump. How many times does he have to prove we can't be trusted?
He said it! He said it!
How many times do you have to prove we can't be trusted?
He's saying stupid stuff. Already they got him on the clips. You know he's going to come out and say something dumb. Okay? So, but, you know, Stephen A. Smith couldn't be more right. I'm going to come out. I'm going to defend this man because he should double down on what he's saying. And maybe he's got to play his cards right. Maybe he's got to get his finances right. I understand that. You're under contractual agreement. You made a good living for yourself there at Disney with the $60 million contract that you have. I get it. I get that. But God is infinite. He can take care of you. And Stephen A. Smith knows that. You ought to know that, Stephen A. You know that God will take care of you. But you've got to do the right things here. And this is not just about, hey, you having a big platform and you can get the message out to many people. That is that too, yeah. But if you're singing the right song, you're going to have some really good listeners. You know what I'm saying?
That's why I want him to lose. I don't want him to lose the way they're trying to make him lose, because I actually think that the case in New York City is pretty weak, if not flat out bogus. Have you remember John Edwards? Have you remember Gary Hart? Have you remembered some of the things that Clinton has gone through? Now we're going to talk about a hush money case that took place while he was running for election in 2016, but he was in office until...
They still love Bill Clinton, okay? The Democrats still love him after what he did. All right. He clearly did these things in the White House. Y'all remember that? Are some of you too young to remember what Bill Clinton did at the White House with Monica Lewinsky? Why don't you go ahead and look that up? Why don't you go remind yourself what happened there? Okay, what actually happened at the White House? The very things that they accuse you of, remember, they are doing. Okay? That's how they come up with the accusations, because that's what they're doing. They think everybody's doing that stuff, okay? Because they think that because they're having relations with porn stars and lying about their properties, they're doing this stuff. You'll see. They're doing it. Allegedly, you're gonna see some pretty crazy stuff, but that's what they do. Time has revealed a lot of things about how the Democrats get down, okay? They accuse you of the very things that they're doing. It's so sad. It really is.
2020, and now here you are in 2024, months before another election, and he's the presumptive GOP nominee, and this is what you're trying to do? It's a disgrace. It's weak. It's pathetic, and somebody needs to say it. The Democrats need to come up with a better strategy.
Here we go.
We all can have our opinion on something, but what we cannot have are our own facts on something. So what Stephen A. had to say in terms of by saying that this is bogus, here's the problem. What Donald Trump is on trial for
is being white and running for president. Okay, that's what Donald Trump is on trial for. And some of the black liberals don't like him because he's rich and wealthy. All right, he's doing the right things and they can't stand it, bro. These people think they're going to heaven. Oh, they better repent. They better repent, bro. Because this is pure hatred that they have for a man that they don't even know. Okay, everybody loved him.
literally the exact same thing his attorney pled guilty on.
That was his attorney, okay? You ever hired an attorney, Roland? Anybody ever hired an attorney? What does that got to do with me, what the attorney has done, okay? It ain't got nothing to do with me. I hire you as a lawyer. I'm busy. I hire you as my attorney, okay? I'm not a babysitter, all right? I don't need to follow you around and see what you're doing. I hired you as an attorney, doing business with you. It's very hard to find people in New York that are straight, okay? They're rare. That's why Trump moved, probably. He moved to Florida. I don't blame him. I wouldn't want to be there either. I moved out of Maryland because it was too liberal, and I saw a lot of crime happening. I didn't want to be around it. I didn't want to get caught up with it, okay? So Roland Martin doesn't have a clue what he's talking about. He's not even from the United States. So.
Henry, go to my iPad. This is a press release from August 21st, 2018, from the Department of Justice, from the U.S. Attorney's Office, the Southern District of New York. It says Michael Cohen pleads guilty in Manhattan federal court to 8 counts, including criminal.
Manhattan, if you go to Manhattan right now, ain't nothing but criminals over there, okay? Ain't nothing but criminals over there. I'm glad Trump doesn't live in New York anymore. All right, because he would get dragged down and we probably wouldn't have him as a president. All right, because look what they're trying to do years later after he's not even in New York. Okay, bringing up old stuff from the past that he don't have anything to do with. Michael Cohen, last time I heard his name wasn't Michael Trump, is Michael Cohen. Ain't got nothing to do with the Trump family. Okay, which is why Trump's come out and said that this guy has been a lawyer for many people, but not a very good lawyer. Maybe Trump made a bad decision on picking a lawyer. Okay, Trump made a bad decision on picking Bill Barr as an attorney general. Hello? You can make bad decisions. I made a bad decision on a company that was going to do my website, overcharged me so much. I had to fight to get my money back. I thought that they were honest. I thought because they were local, they were honest. I was sadly mistaken. Okay, I hired a company. I won't say the name of the company. I paid them close to $13,000. This was just not that long ago. To do a website for me, to do all these things, SEO they were supposed to do, and you name it. They had a long list of things they were going to be doing. It turned out they did absolutely nothing. Okay, and I didn't realize it because I was busy. I was terribly busy. It cost me $12,000 some odd and some change to hire this company. I had to meet up with this company and fight to get my money back because we actually lost business. So, as a matter of fact, when we did business with these folks, and now I found out they were extremely liberal, when we did business with them, my phone number got rerouted. So whenever someone would call my business, it would go to another state, like South Dakota somewhere. So I wouldn't get the phone calls ever since I was dealing with this company. Not only that, but they were asking me for information. The company was asking me, telling me that I need to post on Facebook and telling me all these things I need to do in order to make my business better. When I paid them close to $13,000 to help us gain new customers. See, I trusted them, just like Trump trusted Michael Cohen to be his attorney. He's probably busy and said, I want to hire this attorney. He's local. I'm just, as a businessman, I need someone close by where I can keep an eye on. That's what I thought. That was my train of thought. I'm pretty sure I wouldn't be the only one. Why would you hire somebody in South Dakota or California or anywhere else if you're, in Maryland? Or you hire someone that's in Alaska and you live in New York. No, you want to hire someone local So you can keep an eye. So you can, if you need to talk to them face to face, you can. That's the kind of businessman I am. I like to talk to people face to face. I don't do business over the phone much unless you're local. That's a good way. That's a good practice because if this kind of stuff does happen, you know where this person is and you can find them. You can, if you need to take them to court, you can subpoena them or whatever. But yeah, so what Roland Martin is trying to do right now is tie Trump to Michael Cohen. And it's just no guarantee that the people that you hire are going to be legit. There's a lot of scammers out here. There's a lot of people who, unfortunately, gone through law school, gone through medical school. They're scammers. All right. They just see a way to get money and feed. If they're so scared that they're not going to make another dollar that they try to steal or they try to find a way to beat the system. And that sounds like what Michael Cohen did. Okay. So.
Tax evasion and campaign finance violations. So wait a minute. If the charges against Trump are bogus, were the charges against Michael Cohen bogus?
That's stupid. Okay. That's like if the company built my website, I paid them to build the website, and someone comes and tells me that, you know, your website violated our terms and conditions on Google or something. I didn't build the website. I wasn't the one that did it. I just paid the person to build the website. You see what I'm saying? That's what Roland Martin is trying to connect Trump to the business dealings or in other words, say, look, Michael Cohen's a fraud and he lied. So, and he affiliates with Trump. So he must be a liar too. That's not right. Okay. That's just not right. You can't tie those two together. It's going to look weird and whack. And you're gonna look bad because you judging one person off of what somebody else is doing. Like Trump paying him to, hey, look, can you be corrupt for us? Can you? A businessman don't do that. All right, real true businessman is trying to make money for real. Knows that he has to do it the legal way. He knows that. There's no way in the world you're going to become massively successful. You're going to end up in jail like Michael Cohen if you're doing things the wrong way. And apparently they want to put you in jail for doing the right things as well. You know.
The facts are the facts. If you break the law, you break the law. Here we have the attorney for Donald Trump who pled guilty to the Trump.
His attorney that he hired to do a job pled guilty, not Donald Trump. Trump didn't plead guilty to anything. Okay. You know, this is foolishness. What Roland Martin is trying to do right now, he's just literally talking. He's not making any sense at all. All right. So this doesn't prove anything. It really doesn't. It doesn't prove that Trump is a criminal. Okay. Because the lawyer he hired did something wrong. You know, you know, what I eat doesn't make you poop. All right. It doesn't make any sense.
Charges. That wasn't a Democratic setup. No Democrat made Donald Trump illegally pay off a porn star and use his attorney to hide the payoff because he did not want the voters to know about it.
Okay, so Trump says I don't think that they even met Stormy Daniels, okay? But even if he did, that's his business, okay? That's his business, really. My concern in New York City would be about some of the harsh criminals that they're letting out on the streets. Okay. I want to play a clip now of some of the things that are happening in New York City that they should be more concentrated on other than Trump's hush money trial. You know,
The CEO of the MTA says that 1% of subway suspects are responsible for more than 20% of the crime because of New York's bail reform laws, which allows them to go back out there and commit more crimes. But there was just a crime on Long Island where body parts were found all over Long Island. They had 4 suspects. They let them go. And now they're out there still. So what is the deal here? It sounds insane to me.
No, the crime that was brought was not what was bail eligible. Yes, murder is. Yes, conspiracy to commit murder is. Yes, assault is bail eligible. All those are. I know that the DA is working really hard with the Suffolk County Police Department to build the case they need to bring the charges that are necessary. The charges he brought, he did not have enough evidence at time to
So you
hold
can't
it.
hold them?
Not on the charges he brought.
No, you have to
but those
have
are low-level charges. They really weren't. And we can work to make those bail eligible in the next session.
Dismembering a corpse and hiding a corpse after dismembering it, not bail eligible, not a serious crime. I'm not even kidding, guys. Like, when Joy Behar outlined that case, I was like, she's crazy. This isn't a thing. This isn't real. This isn't real. So I looked it up. It's real, guys. It's real. Listen, if being on the left means supporting this, then I'm not on the left, and I'm okay with that. So let me give you the details of the case.
It doesn't mean that.
Okay, I don't know. Let me give you the details.
On the left. We're all on the left. We don't want people dismembering folks getting released. Only a couple of lunatic.
Some do.
I know. What I was in the middle of saying is only a couple of lunatic activists are like, yeah, we're pro dismemberment guys being let go. Okay, whatever.
These
you don't represent the left at all.
Dismembered bodies. It's so unfair to put them in prison. Okay, let me give you the details of the actual case, okay? So 4 people were arrested in New York after body parts were found in Long Island. Okay, dismembered body parts. The victims were, 2 people from Yonkers, older individuals. Suffolk County Police say 44-year-old Stephen Brown, 38-year-old Jeffrey Mackey, 40-year-old Amanda Wallace, and 33-year-old Alexis Neves were charged with concealment of a corpse, tampering with physical evidence, and hindering prosecution. They have not been charged with murder. Prosecutors told a judge there was so much blood in pipes, sink, shower, and toilet of the Railroad Avenue home in Amityville where the suspects were arrested that it was deemed uninhabitable. Police said they confiscated meat cleavers, butcher knives, flesh, and body parts. Attorneys for Brown and Mackey admitted that their clients lived in that home where the body parts and all that blood was found, but denied chopping up the 59-year-old woman and 53-year-old man whose last known address was in Yonkers. Wallace also lived with Brown and Mackey in Amityville. Police said that Knives is homeless. Okay. All 4 pleaded not guilty. The judge released them without bail. They were fitted with GPS monitoring and must report in-person probation and surrender their passports.
I don't care about their passports.
Dude, guys, like what? Okay, so did further research because I just couldn't believe it. Here's more. With 2019 state reforms, mutilation and disposal of murdered corpses are among crimes that are no longer bail eligible. The DA said the 4 went to barbaric lengths to cover the crime. What are we doing? What are we doing? What are we doing, Cenk? What are we doing? What are we doing? Someone tell me, what the F are we doing?
She said, the DA said the 2 went through barbaric lengths to cover up the murder. Guys, did you hear that? That happened in New York, and they let the people out on the street after that. But Roland Martin's telling you that Trump is the worst thing since Hitler. Okay? People are dismembering people. Hello? Why isn't Roland Martin talking about that every day? Why? Because the race narrative makes him more money. The race narrative makes him more cool with his people. That's why. It's absolutely sick. Okay? Roland Martin is, he's out of touch with reality. Really. He really is. If he wanted to report on something serious, it wouldn't be hard to find serious stories. Okay? These people ride Trump's coattail like there's nothing else to do. All right? Why don't you get yourself unpacked in your new place, Roland? All right? Stop worried about what Trump is doing all the time just because it's making your ratings go up. You can find somebody else. Go talk to Minister Louis Farrakhan or something. All right? You can get ratings somewhere else. But you need to leave Trump alone because you're going to look foolish at the end of the day. That's what you're going to do. Just like Tiffany Henyard, when she lied to you, came on your show. Remember how foolish you look? You're going to look foolish again. Okay? Because real strong men don't attack other men every single day. They just don't do that. You find other things to talk about. You find some joy in your life. It's just unhealthy what you're doing, and it shows. All right. So, I just wish you let people be who they are. You're saying that Stephen A. Smith's opinion is not true. We happen to believe that everything he's saying is absolutely 100% true, that the Democrats are not doing anything helpful for anybody. Okay, black, white, or Chinese, they never help anyone. That's the truth of the matter here. Let's not get off the topic of what's actually happening in the communities, because people are being shot down, children are being killed in the Democrat cities, drugs, fentanyl, you name it, illegal immigration, all sorts of wickedness are happening in the black communities, and you're not saying one word about it. Okay, you're not saying a word about it, bro. You're not saying anything about it. Why? Because you don't have anything to say about it, because you know that you're wrong. You're absolutely wrong. I dare you to bring up black on black crime. I dare you to talk about the issues in the Democrat Party. I challenge you to call out the wickedness that's happening in the cities of Sodom and Gomorrah. I mean, Chicago, Baltimore, Philadelphia. I challenge you to do that. You're scared to do it. That's what I believe. Guys, this has been Yup, I Said It. Thank you for tuning in. Please like, share, and subscribe to my channel.